It is currently 8:10 in the province of Quebec, Canada. Canada. And we're going to go to the gym later on. We're actually going to make our way there. We're currently in Laval. And now we're going to go to the city of Saint Jerome. Just going to put. Okay, cool. Awesome. So we're going to get there. We're going to smash a solid chest workout because we did legs like 2 days in a row, barely, almost. Okay. Just going to try and get out of here. I hope all of you guys are doing well. I am. I was with my partner a few moments ago. Okay, all right. Well, I've got the path to follow at the same time. So we're going to do a chest workout. Probably combine this with shoulders and somewhere probably going to do abs as well. Anything that's related to core. Because it's been a while since I haven't done it. Core is super important. Anyone who says abs are made in the kitchen, they're not wrong. However, weak abs, it's weak. And we turn over here. But, yeah, so make sure you train your abs properly because if you don't, well, it just a degree in plumbing, but you only know how to use a wrench, right? Like you don't really know how to do the plumbing itself. So it's the same thing here. I'm probably gonna get my shades out. Sun is bright, sun is shiny for a nice Thursday. Yeah, come on. So the cars over here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just trying to. What the heck? Okay. These cars going both ways. I mean, only this way. Oh, damn. Come on. Oh, shoot. These cars are coming. Okay. All right. We're on our way, guys. Let's go. And you're still there. Well, hi. Good morning, Carlo. Welcome to this spree workout gym talk. I hope you hit the gym. I hope. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit the like on this video. And hit the bell for any upcoming videos as well. Oh, and we got 20 people online. That's amazing. Wow. We've got literally a whole class coming up to my lives. Right, amazing. I'm from India and I'm from Canada. To anyone who just came online, subscribe to my channel, hit the like, hit the bell if you promote health and fitness because I'm a personal trainer and my goal is to motivate and inspire each single one of you to be better. Okay, phone is, whoa, okay. So setup is a bit ratchet, not gonna lie. But you're still here, which is good. So I was saying we're gonna do chest in the gym with abs, and I was saying the abs, you gotta work them out. If you don't work your guys, if you are here, say hi. There you go. Anyone, say hi to each other. Talk to your people. For anyone who is in need of losing weight, I specialize in men who wants to lose weight and need to lose weight, 30 years old to 60 years old. If you're a woman, I could make you lose weight. very, very easily as well, but I specialize in men. So if you're identifying yourself and you need to lose weight, contact me 450-675-0613. Can reach out over there. Mine is Gen Pen, but I can't go anymore. I don't know how. Oh well. So later on, in about 30 minutes ish, we're gonna get in the gym. Probably there's not gonna be a lot of people because it's a Thursday morning. And as you know, Thursday, pretty much everyone is working out at their jobs, not working out in the gym. And in the meantime, I'll just put my sunglasses, my shades, just before the light turns green. So you guys are going to see me in my full blown. Say it. Go ahead, say it. Baramatakajoy. Is that the right pronunciation? Maybe. See? Look at the steams. Look at that. Look at that. You guys can even imagine how cool pit vipers are. I had a pair of pit vipers back in the days, which now got completely not destroyed, but oh, they're gonna take the whole. Okay, poof, you guys are still here. Woo! It's literally it's your guys are standing on my tripod. Literally, I'm stuck behind this dude. Uh, Jesus Christ. So as I was saying, guys, you ought to work your abs. If you don't work out your abs, it's like I took the example of a plumber. A plumber, if he can do plumbing correctly, but he can only use a wrench, well, what's the point of plumbing in the first place, right? So, same thing goes for abs. If your abs are defined but they're not strong, if your core is completely weak, well, what's the point of even having abs in the first place? So, you should definitely work out your abs every single workout because abs are very dense muscle. It's like calves. Abs and calves, if you want to grow them out, if you really want to see a change and not just some finesse, you know, you need to work them a lot, not just once or twice a week. No, 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 no. It needs to be at least 3 times a week, at least. And if you don't, well, guess what? You're not going to be able to improve them at all, right? What do you do for work? Right now, I'm unemployed. Ha! I'm a online fitness trainer working for myself. So I'm basically working for myself. Cool, eh? So yeah, so you guys can get the best of the best because, as I said earlier, I'm a personal trainer who specializes in weight loss for men aged 30 to 60 years of age. So if you want to lose weight, let me know. Hit me up either on my Instagram, Seven The Rock Fitness, or can reach out my phone number 450-675-0613. My goal is to help as many people as possible to achieve their goals, to be better, healthier, and to unlock the life they always wanted to have. Because anyone can be better. Anyone can. But the real question is, do you believe it yourself? If that's you, welcome. If not, come back later on and find your inner strength, find your inner energy, that will make you a better person, a better man, a better woman. You have to be better. You cannot simply just go on with your life without wanting to be better. Because if you don't want to get better, who's going to get better for you? Your mom? Your dad? Your brother? Your sister? No. Not that I don't care if you don't get better, but they don't they aren't going to do it for you. It's not their job. Since you were born, all the things were done by yourself only, right? I mean, your parents had to be there at some point in your life to be able to teach you some things and to take care of you. But when you're an adult, when you're supposed to be responsible, well, it's not your parents' job anymore to kick your butt so you can, so you can become better. You have to be better. You have to win for yourself. And win doesn't mean to make millions, doesn't need to be Mr. Olympia or to be the most beautiful model on earth. You just have to be better for yourself, right? Learn a new skill, make new connections. I do work out, right? So it's not super complicated. You just have to show up every single day, like I'm doing right now. You know, go on YouTube, go on TikTok, do whatever live you can, and just post videos, post content, make the world known of yourself. You can't just sit in your bed, lie in your bed, play video games, eat Cheetos all day. That's not how it works. And sadly, it works for a lot of people. That, or at least that's what they make it work, right? So, yeah, you just gotta be, just gotta do it every day, small in a small amount of time, you know. Because here's the thing: if you want to achieve something better, if you want to have a better life, you need to do something that is different. Like this is, you can argue as much as you want, you know, you can do whatever you want about it. If you don't change, if you don't do something good for yourself, you will literally stay the same every day. And life, uh, whew, I had like 6 hours of sleep. And in life, if you just go through life and you don't, you just you go through life and you don't worry about being better, well, you're gonna stay at the bottom of the ladder. And when you work out, when you're in the gym, you just don't. You get to work out. You got to remember yourself that when you work out, it's because you're healthy. When you work out, it's because you have a gym that's available. You have weights. You have some knowledge, right? You're gonna be grateful for those shit because so many people don't have that. They don't have weights. They don't have a gym. They don't have, even without having weights, they just have nothing to their that they can get their heads on. So yeah, just gotta Just gotta find your way, and you just gotta do it. Because it's literally the hardest part is the beginning. It's not later on. It's the beginning when you have nobody to clap, nobody to support you. You know, like your family will support you to a certain extent, but they don't see your vision. They don't see the big picture. They don't see any of that. So you got to be able to cheer up for yourself. You got to be able to clap in the auditorium for long enough. Might be a slow clap, might be a very slow, small clap, but at least it's one clap and it's not zero. It's not nothing because you'll always have yourself no matter what. And this is powerful. If you don't, if you underestimate the power of being you, this is honestly, I feel sorry for you because what's your ultimate power against everyone else is literally you because nobody can be you. So, whenever you go along with your journey, your fitness journey, your bleh, entrepreneurial journey, well, you got to tell yourself what are your expectations? What are your goals? How much time are you going to allow yourself to achieve those goals? It needs to be realistic. You cannot say I want a million in 1 week, you know, because anyone who can make a million in 1 week is because first they've got the connections, second they built up systems that allow them to make a million in a week. And if you're not there, I mean, pretty much nobody's there except the billionaires. If you're not there, well, there's a spectrum of going from zero to a million a week. And this is only one example. Could be a million a month, could be a million a year. And a million a year, by the way, this is a lot of money, right? But if you focus, if we shift towards the gym, the fitness, if you want to have abs in 3 months, right? If you want to lower your body fat so you can have visible abs in 3 months, this is doable. This is very doable. Obviously, if you have 60 pounds to lose, well, give yourself a little bit more time because you're going to have, if you're overweight, especially if you're overweight, you're going to have to give yourself some time to shed the fat, then, you know, get enough mass, lean mass, to then have visible abs. But anyone's got abs. Some are just hidden more than others. So, but if you want to be strong, if you want to be stronger, honestly, give yourself a few weeks and believe in your strength is going to go up. Do whatever exercise you feel like doing. Stop worrying about what other people might think, or stop, just stop thinking for a second. Just do it, right? Most people, they get tangled up in all their thoughts and they just forget about the fundamentals of doing. People just think nowadays, they don't act. What's one predicament of success? is the speed that people achieve things, right? Because I think people that have, I would say, let's say, let's put an example, okay? Let's take the god of thunder, Zeus. He masters lightning, right? So he can instantly put a rain upon us, right? He can put a rain upon everyone, can put a thunderstorm, he can put whatever he wants with thunder. He has a lot of power because he can create things instantly. So if this is one of the most powerful being, he doesn't exist, obviously, but if this is the most powerful being, one of the most powerful being, well, if you put this into our own world, into our own perspective, the speed at which you can accomplish things after you've decided to do so, this is literally the scale of power, right? Because someone who think about making dinner and they go and do it right away, well, maybe they're not gonna be the most efficient at making the dinner, but at least the dinner is gonna get done as quickly as possible with their level of knowledge. Now, on the other side, if the same person gets up, decides to do the dinner, but gets up 15 minutes later or 30 minutes later because they're scrolling on their phone or they're doing something else, well, the dinner's not going to get done before 15 or 30 minutes and is only going to happen 30 or 40 minutes later on, right? Because of that time wasted in between. So it's the same thing here. When it comes down to fitness, if you want to have a strong, lean physique, how much time do you want to allow yourself to achieve that? You need to have sufficient amount of days for you to allow your body to change. It's not going to happen in 1 week. It's not going to happen overnight. It will eventually happen, but it will happen in a matter of weeks if you're consistent with it. If you hit the gym 3 days a week, 4 days a week, maybe. So you got to be, you got to be consistent with it because it's the name of the game. There's going to be days where you don't want to show up. There's going to be days where you feel tired, where you feel sore, muscle soreness, where you feel, whatever the reason is. But what's going to define someone who's great from someone who's average is whether they show up regardless of how they feel. And if they can show up even on days that they don't want to show up, well, this is literally, it's not harder than this. It doesn't get any harder because you've already made the decision to do the work, regardless if you feel sore, if you feel tired, if you're if you're going through a hard pass in your life and you're a little bit more emotional about it, hitting the gym, doing physical activities, it's going to set you up for life if you do it on the majority of the days. Not if you do it on every day. Rest days are important. This is where your body recovers. This is where your body literally just gets better. If you forget about rest days and you just go hit the gym every single day and you don't take rest days, you're gonna you're gonna work yourself out. If you're a natural lifter, if you're natural by any means, and you don't take any peptides or steroids, well, you're gonna work yourself out one day or another, and that's not gonna be good. It's actually gonna be, it's not gonna make it. So you know, you need to be cognizant of that, and then you just ride with it. You just go along. You go and hit the gym 4, maybe 5 times a week. You show up most days, and then you'll be fine. It's not, hello, Rock, how are you? I want to be strong, but I am skinny. But I think my abdominal muscles are a little defined. Well, if you really want to get stronger, put the reps in. That's what I recommend. That's what I recommend you. Put the reps in, subscribe to this channel because I'm going to help you on your journey wherever you are. I'm going to post. I'm literally doing lives every single day. So I'm going to talk about things that you guys bring up, obviously, because my ultimate goal is to help all of you. I said that I was specialized earlier in my life with men who wants to lose weight in the age between 30 to 60 years of age. But it doesn't stop there, right? This is what I specialize for. But I could definitely help out women. I could help teenagers. Obviously, the basics are the same for every single human being. It's just sometimes small tweaks be made based on the person, right? If someone is, hey, Raph, I don't know who that is. Mars, oh, Mars, Mars. Mars, she was one of my clients back in the days. She did my very first trial phase, which she got very good results out of it. Was a 30-day, 4 weeks thing. And just in 4 weeks, the progress was crazy. Not only for her, but every single one of my clients that made that trial phase. There were improvements from the beginning till the end of those 4 weeks. Obviously, 1 month is 1 month. It's not something that is life changing. I always say you need at least 3 months to notice a, to see a noticeable change. So for you to think that if it's only, yes, it's here. For you to think that it's only going to take you a month to change, that's not true, right? That's not true. For anyone who just came on my live, hit the like, hit the bell, subscribe to my channel. If you're a lifter, if you just want to get healthy, if you want to get in shape, whatever the reason might be, I can help you with my daily lives on YouTube. I post on Instagram as well. 7 The Rock Fitness. This is my channel. I'm doing really great. How's it going? It's going amazing. Just about to hit the gym. Well, if you saw a title, gonna go hit the chest. All right, so now I'm gonna turn. Hopefully, the phones are gonna fall over because you guys are literally on my tripod, and this is a bit of a setup. All right, but yeah, this is literally it's a morning here, 8:40. Well, technically, it's the same time in Toronto as well. But yeah, so we're gonna go hit the gym. We're gonna be there in like 2, 3 minutes. Then we're gonna do chest, very like probably dumbbell. We'll see. And we're gonna do a little bit more exercises. But I don't want to spend too much time. Probably I'm gonna if I can stay at an hour and 30, that'd be awesome. That'd be nice. You know, sometimes I just go on for 2 hours, which is not bad. 2 hours, I'd like it to be the maximum. I've got other things to do. But one thing that is cool is doing a video at the same time, and then it's going to be uploaded right after. So I'm doing literally two things at the same. It's kind of cool. All right, we're gonna get there. We gotta go through there. Everyone's going left, but we're not going left. Just going straight, and then we're getting to the parking. Voila. Well, we're almost there. All right. Oh, phone is okay. Whoa! Wow, that was a nice movement. My tripod here. All right, just gonna hold it just like that. So, guys, I'm gonna get in the gym. We're about to get there. I'm gonna start the next live shortly, where it's gonna be the literal workout itself. So, make sure to stay tuned, stay there, because I'm gonna be back in just a few minutes. But in the meantime, make sure to subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell as well. Do those three things. Super duper important if you value health and bettering yourself on a daily basis. If this is who you want to become, or if this is you already, subscribe. Because I'm going to be there. I'm going to be your prime motivator, whether you live in Canada, you live on the other side of the ocean, or you live just wherever else in the globe. All right, over here. Wow. Well, it's pretty intense. Okay, all right. There's a couple of people over here because we're just going in front of the grocery store. All right, let's go. Perfect. There's quite a lot of people this morning. I mean, it's a weekday, but yeah. Uh, what? See you soon. See you soon, Mars. Hopefully, you can stay for the live in the gym. So there's okay. So we're almost 9. There's a couple people. Hmm. All right. So here's a gym, exercise gym. We're here. We're locked in. We're ready to put in the work, the hard work. So I'll catch you guys in a few minutes just to set myself up. You know, just get the things going. So stay tuned, stay around because it's going to be a heavy weightlifting session. So we'll see each other, guys, in 5 minutes.